Hello everyone, today I'm here to do a tag video, and surprisingly enough, I've never done this tag before. What a shocker. Usually I'm like, this is a repeat of a tag or a tag I've done before. But it's a new tag, guys. I'm proud of myself. Today is the end of the year book tag. So this tag is to talk about the end of the year, what books you've read, what books you haven't read, things like that, and what books maybe you want to talk about in the future. I don't know, actually. We're just going to see the questions. This is created by Ariel Bassett, so I'll link the original video down below as well as all the questions. The first question is are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Usually I'm like, no, I finished every book. But this year, no, there is a book that I have not finished that I've started, so there's that. That is The Babysitter's Coven by Kate Williams. I actually have my dog ear, that's right, a dog ear, don't judge me. I got to 193 in this book and then I just stopped. I think I just wasn't loving it and I don't know if I will finish it, but I'm pretty sure I get the full gist of it. This is like a spooky book about a babysitter that kind of like witches, if you will. It sounds really great. I started to read it because it was pitched as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which if anything's pitched as Buffy, I'll read 1,000% meets Adventures in Babysitting, which I love that movie, but I just didn't love it, so I don't know. Will I finish it by the end of the year? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Either way, haven't finished it. Next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So, I see this as two ways. Do you have a book that kind of transitions you into like the spooky season and a book that transitions you into the Christmas season? And for the end, and I have both because, you know, your girl is a seasonal like reader 1,000%. So, a book that definitely transitions me into the fall is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, also Salco Girls by Claire Legrand. Any of the books, honestly. Also Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell, which I just recently read. That's like a graphic novel all about fall and a pumpkin patch. Like if this doesn't transition into fall, I don't know what does. So those are like some fall reads that definitely transition my mood of reading into like summery into fall for sure. One fall, one spooky. There you go. For Christmas, yes, I have some of those. I always think of My True Love Gave to Me. This is 12 Holiday Stories. This is a whole bunch of them. I really like this one. This book gets mixed reviews, but I love it because it just makes me think of Christmas and all the stories are set during the holidays, so I really recommend it. Also, The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand is a great one because that's kind of a retelling of A Christmas Carol, so I mean, like, I am just a seasonal person. Like, I read with the seasons. When it's summer, I read a lot of YA contemporary, like beachy reads. When it's fall, I read a lot of atmospheric, kind of, you know, reads like that. When it gets to Christmas, I want to read holiday romances. That's just how I work. So, yeah, in case you don't know, now you do. So we have, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yes, as I'm filming this right now, it's like the beginning of November. There's still a lot of books that are coming out in November that are not quite out yet. By the time you're seeing this, they are definitely already out, and I hopefully have already read some of them. But like, there's Supernova by Marissa Meyer that I can't wait to read. There's The Toll by Neil Shusterman, which I can't wait to read. There is Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which I can't wait to read. Like, there's a lot of books that are coming out in November that I'm just really anticipating that I can't wait to read them. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So these I'm going to take as not as the books I just mentioned that are coming out in November and December that may have been out for a few months or so, but there are a few that I really want to read before the end of the year that I think I just do. Number 1, American Royals by Catherine McGee. It's actually on my November TBR. I don't know if I'll get to it because it's a lengthy one. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like 430 pages, which is long for YA contemporary. So I don't know if I'll get to it, but I really want to read it. So hopefully if I don't get to it in November, I will definitely read it in December. Also with The Fire on High, I've heard amazing things about this book. It's a YA contemporary about a girl that's aspiring to be a chef, which I love books about food. So I really would like to read this before the end of the year. And then we have a tie between Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore, which I don't know much about, but I've heard it's just a really funny, you know, romantic, adult historical novel, which I'm kind of intrigued by, and I want to check it out. And the cover is definitely pulling me in to read it more. Also, Field Notes on Love by Jennifer E. Smith. This is a very short read, and I'm like, I should read this. It's YA contemporary. It's 1,000% on my alley. So, I mean, realistically, I would read all 4 of these, but honestly, I'm going to guess that 2 of them will probably get read for the rest of the year. Here's to hoping. Take your bets on which 2. I'm going to go for American Royals and With the Fire on High, probably. I think. I hope. Time will tell. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Yes, I have several. It could be Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. It could be The Toll by NEAL Schusterman. That could be one of my favorites because I love Arc of the Scythe series, and both of them have been my favorites list for the past 2 years. So The Toll could really be the one that's like my favorite. Or honestly, it could be The How and Why by Cynthia Han. Something about this book and the plot of it just sounds like it's going to be my favorite book of the year. I've talked about it a lot, like on my TBR and my book haul, and this just sounds like a book that I would love. It's kind of reminiscent of like Robin Benway's Far from the Tree and Emmy and Oliver, and just sounds like a hard-hitting contemporary that I think that could be my favorite of the year. I could be putting too high of an expectation for this book. I really hope I read it and I'm not like, crap, this is a 2. I'm really hoping it's a 5, and I'm really hoping it's gonna be the underdog that comes in and steals the #1 spot with a huge upset. Why am I talking like sports now? But I'm really hopeful, and I'm really like excited to read it, but I'm also like so nervous now because I'm setting the book up so much in my head, which sometimes is not a good thing. Last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2020? No, I have not. Usually around this time is when I start constructing my list for 2020 releases, because I do a video every December talking about my most anticipated reads, and I haven't started it yet. Here it is in November. I've been very, very busy in my photography life and my personal life, so I have not had time to start. I have not had time to start the list, but I will be starting that soon. So that's going to be my primary basis of my January, because I do really base a lot of my reading on new releases, because that's just what I like to do, honestly, and seasonal reads. So that's just me. So I haven't started yet. Hopefully in a few weeks, I could definitely say that I have started that. I know it's going to be a long and tedious process going through all the many books that are coming out in 2020. If you know of any that I should know about, because I always miss some, please leave them down below, because I definitely need all the help I can get. You guys know what books I like and what books I'd be interested in, so leave your 2020 books down below. So yeah, that was the end of the year book tags. So overall, my reading year has been going very good. This is the first year in a while I don't think I will reach 100 books, so there's that, but I'm okay with it because I've had a really good reading year. I don't think it's as good as last year. Last year was probably my best reading year I've ever had in my entire life. Like 2018 was there for me for reading wise. 2019 is solid, but it's not like there's a lot of books that I love. There's not a lot of books that I'm like obsessed over like I was in 2018, because that was the year I discovered Kristen Hanna and Taylor Jenkins Reid. So that's why that year kind of dominated for me. Anyways, let me just end this video now because I'm blabbering. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to do this tag, I'll leave everything down below for you to do so. Did I say thank you for watching? Yes, I did. Get it together, Heather. Bye, guys.